What is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here. Son, oh man, dude, yesterday, son, I went for my One Piece video. I was waiting for it to upload so that way my computer could be freed up. I wouldn't have any lag, and that way I would be able to, read the chapter without much difficulty. But man, dude, I got called into work, man, and I was like, crap. Because I thought to myself, when in the Flying Flag Nards I'm going to be able to read Hunter x Hunter, because I was going to be there all day, but now I was going to get there even earlier. So I had to put out a quick message, man, on Twitter and on YouTube. I was like, son, I don't know, I'm probably going to have to read this tomorrow morning. Bro, when I tell you that even on break, I had this thing, I'm talking about nothing. No LTE, no Wi-Fi, nothing. Because it's one thing to get spoiled on a series you read weekly, regularly. But it's one thing to get spoiled on a series that rarely comes. Like a Hunter x Hunter, or a Berserk, or like a Bastard ever comes back, or Nana, or something like D. Gray Man. Something that barely ever has a chapter. And, that's the one thing you never want to get spoiled on. So I made sure to tread carefully. Didn't even turn on my LTE or my Wi-Fi yesterday. Well, I barely had a chance to, but whenever I took my 30-minute break and whatnot, that was it, man. But, this morning, bro, I woke up and I was so sleepy, man. I was like, son, I don't think I can do this. This is Hunter x Hunter. I can't do this, man. So I got myself a little bit bite to eat, and I took another quick little nap because I tell you, I was tired, man. I was flipping tired. So then here I am again, more awake, more alert, and it's time to read the GOAT, man. You know what I mean? It's time to read Hunter, man. Because, as I said last time, every chapter is a blessing. This is chapter 362. We're probably going to be here for a little minute. Live reaction, man. It's going to be greatness, and I'm looking forward to what I'm about to get hit with, bro. I'm looking forward to what's about to happen, son. So, let's see. Let me make it full screen. Excuse me. We start off here with Laboon, aka the Dark Continent ship going through the water here, man. Smoke rising up from it, man. It's probably moving at high speeds. One of the most difficult traits to deal with of Parasite the Maxim. Phenomenal series. If you haven't seen Parasite the Maxim, man, you gotta watch it, bro. Great series, man. Migi. One of the most difficult traits to deal with of parasite types is the fact that their movements can't be read. 1014, a blood-soaked voyage, man. You're damn right it's about to be. It's about to be insane. There are many parasite types that use someone's residual thought energy to attach to a host. Then by borrowing that host's aura, they are summoned. Because of that, the host's character and what they're thinking or feeling end up heavily influencing that parasite. I feel like I'm reading a Parasite Chapter 1 here, man. What's going on? Not to mention that even though these beings are almost always not even close to human form, the parasite is still ultimately born and raised out of the mixture of one's human thoughts and the thoughts of their host as well, creating a tangled, complex life form, aka Migi. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man. It all goes back to Parasite. Are you also wondering if the prince would really choose to not participate in this war according to his personality? Of course, there are many of the princes whose personalities would rather avoid a war, but from the first to the fifth prince, none of them are the kind of people that would willingly withdraw from a situation like this. So then the real fight begins after all the princes have returned from this ceremony. Yo. Let's read that one more time here, guys. So Kurapika is basically asking, if that prince would actually really choose to not participate in according to his personality. And she goes on to state that, of course, there are many of the princes whose personalities would rather avoid a war, but from the first to the fifth prince, none of them are the kind of people that would really withdraw from a situation like this. Which is basically saying that this guy's pulling our leg, man. Which we could have seen, Harkenberg. When we saw his stand, man, aka his Nen Beast, this thing looked flippin' vicious, bro. Like a Bebop's vicious. Vicious, man. I mean, you looked at this thing and you were scared, son. You looked at this thing and you felt like this thing would kill someone without no thought. It looked like a beast that you would have to fight in the game, that you would just have to kill over and over and over again, man. In Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 9, bring Vivi, bring the magic, man, what's going on out here, but I feel like that thing, man, that gargoyle that we saw, we would probably have to fight on like many times. Many times in order to defeat something like that. It just looks like something that will constantly regenerate. That thing looks vicious, man. I wouldn't want to mess with something like that, bro. I would not, on a personal level, I would not want to mess with something like that, man. That thing is spooky, son. It's spooky. Let's go on to the next page. How about forming an alliance between you and me? Look at this bastard, man. The fourth prince, bro. You know, to this very day, it's still very difficult for me to even say this man's name, so I just always say Teshne or Teshne or whatever the freaking hell I can say his name by, bro. It's always like I know him by face, but by saying his name, man, it's because the way that it's spelled. So I always just say Teshne or Teshne or whatever the flipping hell his name is. You're rather straight to the point. It's a clear cut and simple point to make, after all. Tyson the sixth prince, Loserus the seventh, and Saleh the eighth all have no desires to fight this out, and Halkenberg the ninth isn't participating. That is booty. That is booty. There has to be something more. Either that or Harkenberg's the first one to get wrecked, bro. It's gotta be either Harkenberg's the first one to get wrecked, or he's pulling everybody's leg, and like whenever we actually get there, he's gonna wipe out whoever's left because he'll be fresh, man. We won't be worried about a damn thing. But the thing is you can't control your Nen beasts, man. So if this thing starts going out and it forces him into the succession war, if this thing starts going out and killing, people are gonna want to kill him back. So you know, if the gargoyle's hungry, he's gonna start attacking. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. From Kacho the 10th and down, they're far too young and have no real power or connections, which essentially makes it a survival match between the top 5. Which is what, you know, whenever this thing originally started, we could definitely see that the last 4, at least for me, the way that I see it, last 4, are going to be Wobel, it's going to be Tedesschneid, it's going to be Benjamin, and probably Halkenberg. Just by the way that it's gone by thus far, that's the way I'm looking at it. But it's Togashi, it's Hunter, a character that I think is going to be in it for a long time, could get killed in the next panel, on the very next page. They could be having this conversation right now, and he could wipe out his head, no hesitation, next page. That's the way Hunter rolls. The top 3 are far too ugly, arrogant, greedy, consumed by luxury and excess. They should all be purged. In that regard, we are quite in agreement. And I love this panel. It just shows them, bink! You know, they're toasting to the fact that they're disgusting human beings, man. That's what they're doing. Well, then I'll see you next Sunday. You know... I'm sorry, man. I found that funny. You know when you're in church, man, and like, well, alright guys, I'll see you guys next Sunday, man. Have a good day, you know, I'll see you guys next Sunday. These guys are over here, they're planning on killing each other. They're saying, I'll see you next Sunday, man. Like they're in a church service, bro. I'll see you next Sunday, boy. That is if you're still alive by then. You see, bro, you see. That's what I like about this guy, bro. Like, I've always liked him because of the way that he is, of how you can never truly, you know, calculate exactly what he's thinking. Just the way that he is, you know, from his very first introduction, because of his design, of just the way that he does and he goes about things, the way he speaks. You know, he's a very disgusting human being. He's a very disgusting bastard, but you just cannot be interested in the guy, man. Like, you really can't. He's the way he goes about stuff. Like, he puts a lot of thought into it. But at the same time, whenever he actually does do it, man, he's like freaking just, you know what I mean? So, I like him, man. I like him. He's a very, very interesting character, which is why I hope he stays alive for quite some time. And I hope Kurapika actually gets his... We actually get to see him and Kurapika, you know, face off. What the hell is that? It looks like it has the shell of a turtle. Alright, let me dissect this thing right quick. So, it looks like a chameleon. Alright, a chameleon... It kind of looks like that one frog from freaking Pokemon, bro. You know, Garchomp was his name? Garchomp? The one with the things right here. Yeah, it kind of sounded like that. It had the orange right here. It was blue, bro. You know what I mean? Kind of looks like that. Okay, so it looks like it has a shell as a chameleon, which means A croak. Okay, so yeah, it's like a frog. Ribbit. It sounds like that flipping the car chomp, man, or whatever the thing was. But the most interesting thing is that it's on wheels. So if you've played Persona 5, Morgana, yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? Morgana, Nen Beast, Persona, I don't know, bro. So it's basically saying here, if they reflect their personalities, and they reflect how they are, if this thing, it looks like a chameleon, so strangely resembles a freaking Garchomp. But if this is what it means, that means that this guy likes to blend into his surroundings. Which means he's full of BS at all times. But he also has a very, very hard shell on his back, which means that he keeps a pretty hard shell, maybe on his heart or on his true feelings or on how he truly feels. But then it's on wheels, which means that maybe this means that he carries this everywhere. But it is what it is, man. I just find it really interesting how it reminds me a lot of Morgana. Well, let's see, croak. Croak. What the hell? Terrorist Knight is sick. This dude is sick. Okay, let me snort. Look at this thing, bro. It's on high heels. This thing is on high heels. It appears to have two tits just hanging down, the hardest nipples you'll ever see in your life. Look at these things, bro. It'll stand them, it'll cover your head, those nipples. Look at those things. Be by the heavens. Yo, that, if you get up on that thing, bro, that thing, it's so sharp, son. It's freezing cold at all times. Just cut off your head right there in an instant, man. And then its tail's like one of those party confetti things where you're like, ding, and it just pops out, man. So, and then its head, I mean, you want to talk about a neck game. You want to talk about neck game? This is the strongest neck game I've ever seen in my life. Look at this thing. It looks like an accordion. Look at this. This thing is huge, bro. It has elf ears. It has hair. I love it. I love it, man. This is just Togashi right here, bro. It really is. It has claws right here. Like it comes from a bird. And then it looks like it has the body of an ostrich, but it also looks like a horse. It looks like a unicorn. It's majestic. It represents a beast. It really, really does. I like it. I like its design. If I put it on a Yu-Gi-Oh card, it'd probably be like 1,500 attack, like 2,000 defense or something. This thing is wearing high heels. I can't stress enough its nipples. But look at that. I mean, just by looking at them, I'm shook. I'm shook like through the page is gonna cut off my head. It's actually cool that he's the one that has the spirit beast though. Has a freaking horse's butt, confetti coming out of its anus, as an accordion for a neck, hard nips, hard. I mean, rock hard nips, high heels, bird hands, and has long flowing hair like it's a horse, man. I love it. I love the design, bro. I can't lie. I love the design. And the fact that it belongs to Tiddish Knight is just awesome sauce. That's goat. And here comes an explanation, man. I saw it coming. It's Hunter x Hunter. The guardian spirit beasts born from the pot are all imbued with the same rule-like instincts. One spirit beast may not kill one another. Interesting. Have I said that before? I don't think I said that before. The guardian spirit beasts born from the pot are all imbued with the same rule-like instincts. One spirit beast may not kill one another. That is intriguing. Number 2, spirit beasts may not directly attack a human whom another spirit beast is protecting. What? Spirit beasts may not kill one another. Then, spirit beasts may not directly attack a human whom another spirit beast is protecting? Then how in the flying flag is this supposed to go? These are self-controlling instincts needed of Nen beasts that will guard the future king. Beasts with nothing but claws and fangs can only await their swift demise. Huey! The same is true for humans. In political and military strategies, indirect actions are essential. Those that are unable to find and act upon the weaknesses of their opponents are simply mediocre at best. Huey! The era of warring chiefs. My ancestor, who was the leader of a small country which was liable to be assimilated by the countries around it, created the bot. He had his children, who were deemed worthy of his country, fight for the unification of the empire, and this is what built up its present-day foundation. Huey! I love that Huey, man. For the spirit beasts to excel in providing back-end support to attach themselves to a king who overflows with the ability of foresight and careful deep planning. That is the magnificent destiny of the Huey Goro family. On this ark, which has been loaded with 200,000 offerings, they should be able to cut through to their heart's contents. This man is sick. This man is sick. He set an ark that has been loaded with 200,000 offerings. This guy is sick, bro. Get out of here. For the spirit beast that excels in providing back-end support to attach themselves to a king or flows with the ability to force it and carefully planning this magnificent destiny. Spence over here talking about the unification of the empire, man. Talking about unification of China, man. Shout out the kingdom. Let me see. But let me go back to these rules right quick, man. I really have to. The spirit beasts may not kill one another. The spirit beasts may not directly attack a human who another spirit beast is protecting. And that by itself just raises my intrigue by like 5,000%. Because if they may not kill one another, which was initially what I thought was going to happen, and the spirit beast may not directly attack a human whom another spirit beast is protecting, which means Harkenberg, now his gargoyle, can't go around just randomly taking out flipping, another prince's Nen beast with out of nowhere. Apparently, it's just self-controlling instincts. Apparently. But I'm just so interested, bro. Like, I don't know. It has me truly intrigued. Like, then how is it going to be something of straight hands then? Because that means that they have if their Nen beasts are protecting them, maybe that is meant because okay, so they can't attack other Nen beasts, but they can obviously attack other people. So, for example, let's just say like if one of the troop members were to go on here, and a prince runs into one of the troop members, his Nen beast could attack a troop member, or his Nen beast could attack a civilian, or his Nen beast could try to feed on someone else's Nen, or something along those lines, right? It's just as long as it's not under the prince. Then that doubles this whole discussion game tenfold. Because I originally thought that it would be spirit beast versus spirit beast on some JoJo stuff, but now this is even more interesting. Because they can't directly attack each other, and a spirit beast may not directly attack a human whom another spirit beast is protecting. Holy flagnards. Like, how in the world is this supposed to progress? That means that the princes themselves are the ones that have to kill each other. Because their Nen beasts can't do it. They're just there to protect. They're just there to protect. Sweet mother of flagnards, man. Let's continue. What in the hell is that? This thing looks like a cross, man. The sun has a... Yo! Bro, I can't... This thing by itself, I could probably do some research on this thing, man. It has crosses coming. It's like just a giant watch. Like it's the countdown to the apocalypse out here or something, man. And then on its face right here is another cross. It looks like it has a smile on its face. And it's connected to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 overall around here. And then it has like this sun type of fire going all around it. This black fire going all around it, man. This design by itself is already insane enough, bro. Like, this thing just screams defense, though. Because it looks like a shield. It looks like something that you would use to, like, protect yourself. I don't know how it would attack. But, if this is your guardian, if I had this thing as a guardian, I think I'd be pretty okay, man. This thing looks like Big Shield Garden out here. 27,000 defense, or 2,700 defense. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'll look into this entire design here because I know I've seen something like this before, but it's not clicking up in my head right now. I know I've seen something like this before, bro. I'll have to research and look some more into it after this video. What in the world? This one actually fits this one. You have a whole bunch of titties just going around, numbering 50, going all around in the head up here. taking up the entire thing up here. Then you have the corset coming down, and then the rest of the dress coming right down after that. So that this one actually fits. It's not that much of an odd design. I mean, it's still a very, very odd design, but not as odd as that flipping thing we saw from Terry Schneider, man. I'll tell you that. But yeah, this one's pretty interesting, and I have a feeling that we're gonna see way more of hers too. So that's gonna be a it'll be interesting to see how this thing works and what it does and the way that it works. So we're just gonna be seeing Spirit Beasts in this chapter is what I'm getting at here. But this one on top really has me interested, bro. Because, you see, this one right here resembles a beast. The Terra Schneider's resembled a beast. The other one's a chameleon. The other one's a gargoyle. Flipping, the King's was that one titty monster that we always made fun of. But this thing right here looks like a flipping shield. It looks like a clock. It looks like a shield. There's something you would hang in a church. Like, it's it has a very intriguing design, bro. I don't know. It looks nice. Let's go to the next page. What in the world, bro? Is that the alien from Alien vs. Predator? Is this the alien from... Look at this, bro. What was its name? Ah, no, man, no. It starts with an N. It starts with an N. You guys know what I'm talking about, man. The alien. What was it? Whatever. It's not coming to me, man. Yo, this thing looks like the alien vs. Predator, bro. This thing has a beast that's... Damn! Look at this. Yo, this thing has such a cool design, bro. It has this mad huge teeth. Looks like it has another mouth right here. It has its ribs coming down right here, man. It's like it has two giant testicles coming out from the bottom right here. His pelvis. And when you see up in here, his brain. It's like he has a couple eyeballs or sensors coming out right here through the side. And then he has like his giant ass brain right here, dude. Yo, dude, this thing has a beast design, bro. I like it. It reminds me of like that classic flipping alien design, man, you know? It looks really, really cool. What was the name of that thing, man? I was just watching a video on that, bro, the other day. Something Flagnars, man. It is what it is. Because the original Alien movie, you know, it was where like the concept of like having an alien looking like this came from. But I don't remember the name. But still, this thing has a beast design, bro. I like it. It looks like it has wings from the looks of it from the back, right? It looks like it has wings because it takes up the entire panel. This thing looks cool though, bro. It really, really does. I like it. I like its design. From like a design that looks really, really cool. This one and the gargoyle are probably the ones that have looked like the coolest thus far. This thing looks devastating though, bro. It looks like if you were to like a jump on somebody, like it looks like that one screech that you know you hear whenever you're fighting aliens in certain games. You have to turn around, you have to shoot it, or if you're playing Halo, man, bring out your shotgun, energy sword. Let me see. Until one blessed chosen one remains. This king is sick, man. How will you explain this to Trishnex? There are phantom beasts crawling all about that ordinary humans can't see. So don't leave your room. How about that? That's full of taboo words. For example, ordinary is the one word that you absolutely cannot say to the prince. Can't see also carries a nuance implying that there's something that the prince can't do, so it's also out. That's interesting. Ordinary is the one word that you absolutely cannot say to the prince, and can't see also carries a nuance implying that there's something that the prince can't do. Implying, you know, that he's beneath something, you know, that he can't do everything, that he's not almighty. That's intriguing. Besides, Phantom Beast is liable to drive the prince's curiosity through the roof. Saying don't leave your room is pretty much the same as saying get out. That is extremely factual. I can't do this. I'll just leave it to you. If I explain it to him, he will undoubtedly ask me about Nen. The problem is, if honestly answer and tell him about Nen abilities, he'll more certainly want to acquire them. Especially knowing the type of guy that the fourth prince probably is, man. And especially if they know him. Like, of course, you know what I mean? Well, we're the only two that can use Nen in his private army. So can't you just tell him that they're powers you have to be born with? What? Man, it must be good to be you. He's just making fun of him. Hey, no matter how dumb I am, even I can tell when I'm being made fun of. All the prince's bodyguards have already ended up hearing the word parasite-type Nen beasts on the emergency channel. They can't exactly not inform the princes about that, can't they? So then we can just say it's a special kind of beast that was born with Nen powers. All the princes? You actually think that all the prince's bodyguards are going to come up with the same convenient explanation that matches yours? To Prince Tadashid, it will seem like a completely unknown power. So he'll surely use all the strength and ability he has to gather all the information he can, as will the other princes. If we're not extremely careful with our lies, he'll figure it out, and then it'll be too late to try to fix it. Very, very factual. And then he'll kill you himself. Knowing how the fourth prince is, bro, he'll probably take you up into his room. You know, you're a pretty good looking chick, man. He'll take you into his room. He'll do his business, murder you right there. Because that's the type of guy this guy is, man. He's sick. He's sick. So then we'd end up in a situation where the prince won't stop until he gets Nen power for himself. Yes. What are you getting so mad for? I'm mad we're still talking about this instead of what we were before. Thanks to your moronic interruptions, we totally got derailed. So then why don't you teach him Nen? If you do that, at least you can take some kind of precautions. What is it that you're worried about specifically? The prince's potential to use it for evil, right? For evil. To use it for evil. Do you know what kind of guy this dude is? To use it for evil, man. Get out of here, bro. He don't care. He don't care if it's good or evil. My boy just wants to do what he wants to do. You know, potential use it for evil. Get out of here, man. Like, everybody on this ship is using their shit for evil, man. Freaking Hunter. Everybody's doing something for something. Something. Potential for using it for evil. Hunter, bro. Everyone has a reason. Well, whatever. That's a discussion for another day. Man. Everyone, especially in this series, everyone is doing something for something. That's all I'm saying. I mean, what would really happen if that dude... Whoops! Don't tell him I called him that dude. That man called him that dude. Hey, can you imagine that? I mean, now in this day and age, you probably wouldn't give a crap. Because, like, now we look at authority figures just like other people. And honestly, it is the way they should be, because they're just human at the end of the day. If I want to refer to a king or a prince or the president or a queen or whatever the freaking hell it is, you know, that dude or that chick, whoever it is, I'm free to do so. Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech, baby! But, you know, can you imagine, like, doing that back, or maybe even in this series, or back in the day, or, you know, saying something like that dude to a prince, man, they would cut your head off right there and then. For disrespect like that. You know, that's something that I can definitely say we've done a great job in evolving in that way. It's at least in my opinion, because whenever you have that type of rule, it just asks for rebellion. You know what I mean? But in this day and age, you can be whatever you can, because these guys are just human. You know, at the end of the day. But anyway. Especially in this series, bro, or just, you know, back then, or whatever the case may be, you call someone like that dude, head is being chopped immediately. Oops, don't tell him I called him that. If the prince, yeah, well, to be honest, I don't think the fourth prince would actually care if someone called him that dude. Probably, hey, I am that dude, you know what? I am that dude! If the prince actually acquired Nen, the prince will retire. If the prince acquiring Nen is inevitable, how about, for instance, we have him train in his exact opposing Nen type, or maybe have him learn some completely useless ability? I'd love to hear more about that. For now, would you gather all the bodyguards together? Yes, sir. Since our only choice seems to be... Excuse me, guys. Seems to be to simply diminish his Nen capacity. Without a doubt, let me see. Without a doubt, he'll be asking everyone soon, is there anyone of your bodyguards that can use Nen abilities? When that time comes, if you raise your hand, things should just naturally flow towards that outcome. All bodyguards assemble in front of the entrance to the Area 4. Wow, it's already time. Here we go. My example was a bit extreme, but I'm sure you'll be able to make something work out. Not only can you lower the effectiveness of his training by a substantial amount, but you'll also be buying time. I can tell you, don't think this is the best option. But you also know it's better than our present situation. If the prince is just going to get someone else to study under, then you're better off training him yourself. You'll be guiding and teaching him, and even if just a little, you might be able to change him towards a better direction. I can absolutely assure you that on this boat, the only person capable of doing that is you, Theta. That's not fair. Well, seriously, do you think I'd be capable of doing it? Sigh. It really must be good to be you. Oh, you actually sounded sincere there for a minute. I love these guys' relationship already, man. Like, they're always bickering. Cute couple. I ship it. Yes, sir, understood. But it's just as Sarkov says. So we already have names, Theta and Sarkov. It's just as Sarkov says, I don't have any other choice. An evil mind will create evil Nen. If one of the other princes learns Nen first and attacks Tereschneid with that power, then his own power would awaken. If Prince Tereschneid were to gain Nen abilities that way, just thinking about it gives me goosebumps. Goosebumps, man. The only one that can stop him is me. Theta, don't look. Theta! What the hell? What happened? What happened? I see. There is a guardian beast behind my back, and although he is my ally, I'm unable to directly command him. This thing looks like one of those huge bugs in, flipping flag knives, and like one of those like kid cartoons and whatnot. Just look at this thing, bro. It looks like it would feed on your soul. It looks like it would actually feed on your soul, bro. Let's see. And this Nen power, does it take time to acquire it? Yes, as a rough estimate, to be able to see would take almost an entire year. That is factual. That actually is factual. Then I ain't interested. Just like I originally planned, I'll go for Tubepa first. With strange powers entering the fray, things may reach a stalemate. But if the princes and their soldiers above me don't have any knowledge or information about Nen, then I suddenly find myself standing at the very top. One of you organization members will stay by my side at all times and shifts. If any other Nen beasts appear, I want you to report all their actions and movements to me. Yes, sir. If the oath ceremony is the cause, then that means all the other princes have Nen beasts attached to them as well. I think my Nen beast would look like an angel. How do they really look? If these Nen beasts are belong to this prince, these things are unknown. You remember the unknown in Pokemon? These things are unknown. Unknown. Look at these things, bro. They're hopping all over the place, man. They're going from side to side. There's multitudes of them. Unknown. The unknown, son. Well, if I had my pick, I'd say they were closer to fairies. Yes, bro, the unknown. Like, for real? I had no idea fairies were even an option. My mind's totally blown. Besides, I think fairies are, like, so much more me, don't you? But what is that thing behind her that's laying all of them? Oh, God. Here's the catch, bro. Here is the catch! So it's not just unknown. It's coming out of something Zanus. It's coming out of something Zanus. I gotta see this, bro. I gotta see. I'm sorry. I'm sure my fairies are filling this ship with with love. I was waiting to see the flipping thing, bro. Hold on, man. Let me go back. Look at that thing. Looks huge, bro. These unknown are coming out of its anus. Yo, this thing has to be massive. If they can only see its butt, this thing has to be flipping huge. Huge. Good God. And it legitimately coming out of it is unknown, bro. Got some females up in here, man. Okay, yo. Where's the fourth prince? Oh, yes, that's it. Perfect. You got that, yeah? Like succession work and choke on my I like this guy, bro. Fuck that shit. Hell yeah. I like this guy, bro. He's a party animal. My boy just wants to smash, go in, and party, bro. Say have it. That ass is the succession work and choke on my meat, son. Get out of here. This thing looks like a Weezing. Hey, you remember Weezing? I know there's a lot of Pokemon references in here, but you remember Weezing, bro? This thing has a mouth over here, a mouth over here, a mouth over here. It looks like just a big moon is on top of a man, but there's multiple other little small things surrounding it as well. I like this guy, bro. Oh, man. This man's a party animal, bro. This man said, this is just working, choking my meat, son, F it! I love this guy, bro. I can't lie. That was cool. And this man has a flippin' floating moon resembling a Weezing with a couple mouths on each side of it. On top of it, man. Yo, I love how Togashi has. What? What is this? What happened here? What the fuck's going on? Look at this face, bro. Saliva's coming. Yo, this is a shocked face. What the fuck's going on? What in the flying Flagnard is this? That's the fourth princess thingy. The Nen Beast. Screw an accordion. This thing gets even longer. Gomu, no! I mean, it continues to go on. I mean, this thing is salivating, bro. It is salivating at the thought of eating this chick. Well, the trump card makes an appearance. You heard the emergency channel earlier, didn't you? No one here knew what the word Nen Beast meant. What about you? Do you know anything about it? Let me reset right quick. What the hell is that? And it opens its mouth. Another thing comes out of it. And out of it is something else. Like, oh gosh, he's sick, bro. He's sick. What the heck? So here we see its mouth opening. Then we see like another, like a girl or I don't know what, something. It has stitches on his face. And then we see like freaking Migi himself is trying to escape out here, man. What in the flight? Look, she's like, I was naive. Yo, this thing is sick, bro. So not only is it just that the flipping combination of a whole bunch of different animals, but out of its mouth comes out something like this, bro. It is salivating. It's ready to eat. By the gods. Look at it, bro. I don't know, bro. This thing is... I mean, I love it, but it's disgusting, bro. Good God. Of all people, he is the one person absolutely cannot be allowed to master Nen. Yo! That was a beast line. Of all people, he is the one person that absolutely cannot be allowed to master Nen. This entire situation... Well, I'll talk about that when we're here at the end of the chapter. I think the chapter's about to end. Yes, it's a word that has to do with a special kind of ability. Oh, as expected of my little Theta. By chance, are you able to use his power yourself as well? Yes, sir. I can use it. Have no choice, bro. She shook in front of this freaking diabolic thing, bro. That's the end of the chapter. That was an awesome read. I can't lie. That was an awesome read. But let me go back. So what I was going to say about Theta is that it appears that Theta and Sarsov, I believe his name was, it appears, unless she gets murked, which could happen because it's Hunter x Hunter, but what it appears to be is that now, even within the fourth prince's own guard, her own body, or his own bodyguards, which is, you know, of course, here Theta and Sarsov, even them want to stop this guy. So I can actually see them working with somebody like a Kurapika in the near future in order to make sure that he does not win the succession war. I can actually see something like that happening. Because they are already grown to such an... Their fears is to such an extent. And this chapter, we got to see so much from them. And so much, you know, we got to spend so much time with them and the way they are and their personalities. I mean, it's Hunter x Hunter, so they could die in the next chapter. But we got to be with them for so long. I think we're going to see more of them, man. I'm interested in them. I like their characters. I like the way they mesh together. And I like the way they speak. I like, you know, the way that they think about the fourth prince. Like, not only are we just bodyguarding this guy, but we have to make sure that he does not get more dangerous than he already is. This guy's a sicko. He's a savage. You know, we have to stop him. I promised myself I would stop using the word savage, but after that Conky chapter, but, you know, he's a sicko, bro. And, man, dude, I don't know, man. Because with the fourth prince, and with the way that he is, they are trying to take the initiative here. You know, achievement says right here, I have no choice. So something's about to happen here with what was going on in this chapter with them and the fourth prince. But it's still gonna be strange, bro, because it feels like the fourth prince has been on to them from the very beginning. So even if they try their plan of trying to make him learn the complete opposite of his Nen type, then I think still at the end of the day he would be able to do something out of it, because I think he's just a natural born genius in that regard. So I think that this guy, if they don't go with Kurapika, I can see like after he learns Nen, he just kills him. But at the same time, I'm not sure. I don't know, because Hunter x Hunter, you never know. But man, dude, if I just getting off of that for a sec, this chapter was freaking awesome, dude. That's an awesome read, man. We got to see so many of the Guardian Spirit Beasts. Now I think we've seen all of them. I'd probably have to go back and count. Now we've seen all of them, man. We got to see all of them. Let me see. Yeah, I believe so. I believe we've seen, if not all of them, most of them. I think so. I think we've seen all of them now. So just seeing the way that their beasts work, what the king stated, raises my intrigue level in this Succession War by 10,000, bro. Because now Spirit Beasts can attack other Spirit Beasts, and they themselves, or the Spirit Beasts, cannot attack a human who is protected by Spirit Beasts. That by itself raises the intrigue by so much, because now they actually have to do the killing themselves. They can't rely on their Spirit Beast, which I thought was originally was going to happen. No, because it's Togashi Yoshihiro. He will go outside the box for something, you know what I mean? So now those Spirit Beasts are going to be there to protect them from others. The Guardian Spirit Beast will be there to protect them from everyone else on the ship. As the king said, the offerings on the ship. By God, man. And these guys have all this stuff going down, and then that's not even counting all the crap that we're about to go with. With Beyond's group, and Pariston, and then with Kurapika, with whatever, Hisoka, and the troop, bro, you're like, ah! This boat ride's insane. But by the gods, man. So, this is going to be an extremely, I apologize if you hear that, bro. That thing is loud, man. What the hell is that? It sounds like a drill. Is that a drill? Someone drilling in my house? Anyway, but yeah, man. Awesome chapter of Hunter x Hunter. I really, really enjoyed seeing all of their Nen Beasts. Some certain explanations, man. I really liked the little dialogue that we got between Theta and Sarkov, man. That was flipping awesome. Like, they just meshed really well, and that brought an entirely new layer into what a bodyguard is supposed to do, or what they are. Because in certain circumstances, where with Kurapika, he's actually trying to protect these guys, while at the same time, with the kind of guy that he is trying to protect them, was him trying to deliver and do his own thing, with trying to get the Fourth Prince. But on the Fourth Prince's side, his own bodyguards are trying to stop him because they realize this guy's too savage. And then you have that one panel where his freaking Spirit Beast looks like a freaking, like a demon, bro. That's the only thing I can describe it as, like a demon. Real talk, man. You're seeing all the Nen Beast designs, the King of Kaiken's explanation, is truly, truly an interesting chapter, and one that I cannot wait to reread. But I think that's going to be it for this live reaction, guys. Thank you very much for watching, man. And once again, I do apologize for this video being late, and I do apologize for not being able to deliver on that discussion, man. It's been quite a crazy past couple of days, but I thank you all for being so patient with me, man. Hunter x Hunter greatness is still here. It is live. It's kicking, and I'm loving every single second of it, man. Togashi Yoshihiro brings us greatness, and at the end of the chapter, it did not say we're going on break, so we will have a third chapter of the greatness this year, next week, and I can't wait for 363. Leave me some comments down below what you guys said about this chapter, or what comments you'd like to be discussed, or whatever the case may be, and we'll see if we can get anything going in this upcoming weekend. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Really do appreciate it. Have an awesome day. Hunter x Hunter greatness, man.